came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love.
Hello! So, for this intro, I've decided to recreate the music video for Wrecking Ball. But my stock of Wrecking Balls for this week is already over, so I had to rely on a last minute option. A cantaloupe.
Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd.
Was it a good attempt? No need to answer, I already know it was flawless. I just need to be careful to not get demonetized for sexual explicit content. Who am I joking, right? I barely have 100 subscribers. I don't get monetized. Oh, I almost forgot. Today's review is Plastic Hearts by Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus. Where to begin with her? How about the fact that she has one of the most confusing careers in the history of music? She went from haha, my producers control my every move, to haha, my producers control my every move, but now I don't have to wear a wig, to huh, to what, to oh, I think she's settling down, to
Turn up your gratitude, turn on your attitude. I love my pussy, that means I got catitude.
never mind. And now we are in a brand new stage. A stage that's basically the rockish counterpart of Chromatica, but with a nice spicy twist. When the lead single of the album originally dropped, I started looking forward to the project. And now that this record is finally here, I finally can say something that I thought I'd never say. But this Miley Cyrus record is good, and possibly it might be her best album. But I can't confirm that, because I haven't heard some of her earlier material, and whatever the hell this is. A thing that I really liked in this record is how the instrumentals contrast well with Miley's nasally raspy voice, resulting in it not sounding completely bizarre and clunky in points, just like in Bangers, her last album with staying power. And it also makes the more rock-focused songs here sound like a would-be sibling to grunge music. Not only that, but the songs in general here are really solid, especially the first half of the record. The general vibe this album gives is of a heavily 80s influenced sound, carried by synths that... Wait, that description. I feel like there's more albums that I feel this way about. Oh yeah, there's those. And they're from this year still, so I got to say, Miley's idea wasn't very original. But she managed to do a nice job here. Let's talk about the songs individually, shall we? First track of the album. Less than 20 seconds after it started, I could only think of one thing. That's not my name? You don't need to have a trained ear to realize that this intro sounds way too much like the one from That's Not My Name by the Ting Tings. However, a single reason made me forgive that. This song rules. Yeah, it's a positive highlight, and it's not hard to see why. It's a tight, frantic song that is carried by the potent instrumentals that have no weak point in the entire track. The lyrics, while they are interesting and show a more compelling version of Miley's rebel side, they aren't extraordinary. And at points, we have some lines that feel like placeholders. But nothing that really ruins the song to me. And in the live setting, I can imagine it being a great concert opener, just like it's a great album opener. Aside from the bongos in the intro of this track, that give it a 𝕐𝑘𝑍𝖆𝖗𝖒 vibe for a brief moment, this song has a pretty similar feel to the previous track. So of course this means I like it, but I like it a little less the latter. The chorus is really enjoyable, the instrumental is cool, and the lyrics, at least to me, are intriguing. Some lines again feel a little shallow, but others really make me raise my eyebrows in a good way. It's not the best track of the record, but it's a worthy positive highlight, with a considerable amount of replay value. It was certainly an interesting progression in this record so far. It is like, yeah, let's get crazy! I'm a bit too tired to get crazy, but I kinda want to, yeah! Yeah, I guess. The songs were gradually losing energy, and therefore becoming less rememberable. That's the case with Angels Like You. I mean, I still like it, but I'm just not crazy for it. If there's one thing this song feels to me, it's like eating an apple. I like it when it's happening, but I will just remember it while I have the aftertaste in my mouth. And after that, I will totally forget about it. And what can I say about the lyrics? They're stupid. Guys, look at me! I'm a bad girl! I'm gonna act like lazy asshole ox and refuse to become a better person! Guys? Guys, where are you leaving? Guys, am I interesting? Guys!
Enough!
It kinda feels like a song from Future Nostalgia that was reimagined for this album. That is not a bad thing. I love Future Nostalgia.
Positive highlight!
Yep, this song is pretty good. It's one of the catchier songs on the record, with impeccable instrumentals. Most notably the little melody after the chorus that I really like. And the overall vibe of the song being such a dance floor song. I mean, if you ignore the rather dark lyrics it is. Because if you pay attention to those, wow, that is one uncomfortable dance floor to be in. Gimme What I Want opens with an interesting bass line that grabs me for what's coming. But after that, the song that comes is definitely a song that I enjoy, but it's not one that really stands out. It again has dance floor vibes, and at some brief points it reminds me a little of Grimes, or I Am Going Insane. The lyrics, they are about getting what you want, and what you want in this case is playing the Sims and making woohoo nice. Usually, when I elect a song the best track of a record, it has killer lyrics and killer instrumentals. That is not really one of those cases. It is still the best track of the album though. I say that because when I read the lyrics of the song, they don't do nothing to me. The message doesn't resonate, the writing is unremarkable, but this song has a trick in its sleeve. The instrumentals. The freaking instrumentals. Good heavens, that is some quality music right here. The composition of this song is so fun and so great that I feel like even if the song was about staplers, it would still be the best track of the album. To me, it's up there as one of Miley's best songs. And Billy Idol's verse totally adds to the mojo of the song. And his voice matches really well with Miley's, even though in the beginning it sounds a little bit like he doesn't want to be there. But he quickly gets more energized. Seriously, even if you don't like Miley's music, you should at least give a shot to this song because it's very, very worth it. To me, it makes perfect sense that the song is the lead single of the record, considering it's one of the popular catchier songs in here, and it's also one of the best. I think at this point it's already well established that Midnight Sky is one of Miley's best songs. And honestly, how can you not? It's a great pop song that sticks in your head better than Chewed Gun. And not a song that you get easily tired, just like you know that freaking BTS song that is basically haunting me since it released. Every single moment in the song is used in the best way it can. The lyrics, the chorus, the verses, the pre-chorus, the bridge, everything. Nothing is wasted here. And despite sounding different from the previous songs, it still matches really well with the album's retro aesthetics and overall edge. So to put it shortly, a genuinely great pop song. Alright, so far the songs varied from good to incredible, but nothing really bad. But when Midnight Sky ends, the quality of the record kinda falls down a little. It doesn't get bad, but it definitely decreases the quality, for sure. The first example of that being the song High. In a total distortion from what we heard so far, High is a more acoustic, countryish song that resonates more with her roots, but it doesn't stick well with the records. Sure, it's a fine song, Miley's vocal performance is well done, and at points it can be kinda pretty, but the album would be perfectly fine without it. I'm not saying that it should be removed from the record. I'm saying that it's a song that if it was removed from the album in future presses, it wouldn't feel too uncomfortable to listen to it. Usually when I listen to an album for a review, I tend to write down things each track has of notable. This is what I wrote about this track. Exactly. Plenty of stuff, right? But for real, the song isn't anything but middling. I think the pre-chorus is kinda pretty, but besides that I can't really think of anything the song has that really stands out. It fits more in the style of the record as a whole than High, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's better than it. In fact, yeah, I think the song is a negative highlight, which to me is a shame, considering the lyrical subjects of this song are quite promising. Right, so from the beginning, you can already tell that the song is heavily inspired by Joan Jett's work, so it makes total sense to have her here. But truth be told, I don't think this song is very special. The peak points of it doesn't go above any threshold this record has had so far, and in these lower points, aka the verses, they are just fine. Without mentioning the moaning, that doesn't do much to the song positively. It does fill a gap that the song would have if it wasn't there, but I think they could have worked with something more appealing than that. As I mentioned before, the album gets a little lukewarm after Midnight Sky, but it does have some shining moments after that. Case in point, this track. The song is one of the softest tracks in the record. The lyrics are mostly just acceptable, but when it comes to sound, this is one of the finest moments of the record, especially during the chorus. That's in my view one of the few moments of the record that the lyrics actually stand out. It's not a positive highlight, I feel like this is the song's peak and it couldn't get better than what it already is. Yet it doesn't necessarily mean that it's perfect, because it's just an overall nice song instead of a mind-blowing one. But it's one of the better tracks of the record, regardless of that. This is what angels like you wanted to be. It's good, I like it. Well, yeah, that was Plastic Hearts. Probably Miley's best album. Yeah, out of the post-Hannah Montana era of her career, this is easily her most cohesive and compelling record. It doesn't have cringe-worthy lines on the same level of Catitude. Neither is filled with bizarre fake attempts at being artsy. Instead, it's just some solid pop rock tunes that made it to be one of the most pleasant surprises of the year. There was no song in here that I truly hated. There was just some points that I feel like it was lacking in strength, especially in the second half of the record. It's honestly a relief to see Miley finally releasing music that is worthy of being listening without cringing in any notable aspect. Either being through the visual part of the album or to the questionable "I want attention" decisions. And if things keep going that way, during the 2020s Miley might become a pop powerhouse that will actually be worthy of revisiting without cringing your bones out of your body. And for that reason, I feel like this album is an 85% superb. If giving a Miley Cyrus record a score that positive is a crime, then I guess I'm guilty as charged. Oh, Miley just dropped the new album, let's hear it! Miley, why are you like this?